Hey, I'm Birdalert. Welcome back to my Cuphead Expert Guide series. Today I'm actually headed back to Aisle 1 to take on Hilda Berg, which I already did in a video, but I feel like she deserves her very own video because of how hard she is. If you guys enjoy the video, hit that like button and please comment below on what you did to beat this boss on Expert because she is very difficult. So let's jump straight in. Hopefully you enjoy. Okay, so like I said, she's on Aisle 1. I head back here and we take on Hilda Berg in Threatening Zeppelin. She took me a long time to beat on Expert and get S rank, and most of the time it just came down to those UFOs at the end. But this first phase is fairly easy. The purple and the green little airplanes, they tend to alternate between purple and green. I try and kill the green whenever possible. And that parry there was really out of the ordinary. I don't know where that came from, but if you can take advantage of as many parry opportunities as possible, that's the best. So at this point, she's going to drop this fireball down and it's going to shoot at you. I always head towards her because there's a parry coming when I time it right with how much damage I've done to her. So I always get ready to parry. And then there should be a second one depending on how much damage you've done to her. And like I said, I'm always killing those green ones. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video really quickly and show you how I get past the tornado part. Now the first thing I do is I go small and then I go to the left side of the screen, then down and towards her. It's kind of a backwards J, and that really helps getting past the tornado. It's never really a problem unless there's one of these green dudes, and then that kind of can be a bit of a problem. Okay, and then once you pass the tornado, she'll probably drop a couple more of these haws at you, and then she should be pretty close to getting into the next phase. Now for this one, I switch to bombs and I try and get a bomb right on the end of the arrow, and that should take care of all three of those blue stars. There's a great parry right there after it. If you've got rid of those 3 stars, then you can parry that thing easily. And again, I try and hit the very tip of that arrow with my bombs, and it should blow up all 3 stars. I didn't manage it in this playthrough, but most of the time it's quite doable. There's that tornado move again. And then at this point, it's just dodging. Like I said, I try and take care of the green one first because that's a lot more difficult to dodge. And keep an eye out for parries because there's a couple that can pop in there. And like I said in the first playthrough, here she is just sitting there, so just hammer her as much as you can. And then when you get to this phase, you should have enough to give her a super right in the face, and then head back to the very back of the screen. And this is where those stinking UFOs come in and ruin everything. So remember that the red ones fire late, the gold ones fire early. I always go small. Every single time I go small to go underneath or set off the UFOs early. I try and get close to the gold ones so that they fire earlier on in the screen, and then the red ones just go small and go right underneath. And just hold down fire and keep firing at her. Dodge those stars if you can. There should be a star here and there that you can parry. If you can, that's great. Then you'll be able to get this super in and possibly save yourself having to deal with the UFOs one more time. But that's the hardest part. That phase is so hard. If you get past that, you're done. And that's it. That's Hilda Berg. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Drop a like and a comment if you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you did. And I'll see you in the next episode where I take on Jimmy. Peace.